Well, hey, it is just us. Do you want to go over the reward requests so that we can clear those out? 5 days ago, Engorgio redeemed Parker. Cool. And same day, Zinlu requested Sven Cloak. He said, yes, he said, also, what is covering Sven today? Red or black? GM's choice. Okay. Uh, 3 days ago, uh, there was a boost of healing from Micah for Jackson. Okay. Uh, there was a boost of healing from Kendrick for Jackson. Okay. And there was a boost of healing from Kendrick for Zorkel. Okay. Micah redeemed a little hindrance for Sour Laughter. Okay. And Micah redeemed a Magic Surge for Zirkle. Cool. And that's everything. I love when it's
Right, Amanda, you were right. Holy cow, where is everybody?
I don't know.
All right, we are live. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Hello?
All right, so let's see. Test 2 is correct or passed. Let's see if test 3 works.
The hell is that?
Cool. All right, so we have sound, we have players. I'm in the dark. There we go. No,
Sven, before
we're
we keep
still in the
going, do
dark.
you want to go ahead and change the game and the title?
To figure out why I'm in the dark. And we will get to that. Yeah, it's working. What in the world?
Oh, why aren't you working?
It hates you.
It does. It's about 50-50. When I sign into Fantasy Grounds, half the time my message of the day won't move.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if my light is dead. Because it does not want to turn on no matter where I plug it in. Me.
Does it use a standard light bulb?
Nope, it is a
Oof.
ring light.
Yeah, that'll be rough to get going.
Oh, there we go. All right, never mind.
Oh,
Weird.
that's why.
It took 4 different ports for it to come on.
It's odd.
That is odd. It doesn't normally happen like that.
Well,
Unlock.
I'm glad
Okay,
you were
now
able to
move.
shed light on the subject.
That's weird. Nothing on my. Yeah, it looks like something's miss with my USB ports, except for the one. That is disturbing.
You're disturbing. Okay, food.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, hey, we got it worked out. Now let's fix the stream. We are dead sons. Well, I'm hoping the boys will join us. A lot of stuff's going on. Reno should be at least reached out. Uh, and actually, no, I think, yeah, Fievel got a new job, so he will be MIA for a little while.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if this is correct, but we're going to say it is. All right, so let's take a little trip in the Wayback Machine.
On a magic carpet ride? Cool.
Or we're on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
There we go.
Ooh, that one too.
Hmm.
Well, the rocket ship has landed, so can't really say that.
Magic
So
school
let me
bus?
go ahead and switch the.
Or perhaps even the TARDIS.
Mm, it's a classy one.
There we go. All right, so I will leave Serena and Nosy alone for the moment. While I pull up player characters. Fievel. There we go. And we'll have to figure out what we're going to do since we have another soldier anyway. Fievel might just disappear for a while. All right, so um, when last we played, you guys had left gate 2. Um, I'll do a couple softballs for tonight. Uh, Roberta, what was your goal for going to gate 2? What were you trying to do there?
We were trying to get the part that goes to the stellar degenerator thing so that we can shut it down. The missing piece.
That is correct. The Kishali control board that had been blown up by the hologram protecting the control room. One of two holograms. The other one had been corrupted by the Devourer, and you ended up fighting them. Atomic Hero Squad is in the house. Welcome.
Hmm.
Welcome in.
Hola, Atomic.
All right, so another softball for Mantha. You guys, let me open up the map. You guys had come back, and as you were cruising down the path, getting up to the control center, you heard this huge, ear shattering roar as this creature came out,
Ooh, I forgot about that guy.
and it was very similar to a creature. Oh, combat tracker. Combat tracker. There we go. Very similar to a creature called a Nishalora, and the question is, which planet is the Nishalora native to?
Okay, well, let me look at my my character sheet because I know it comes from the planet that I'm from. Uh, I know that 3 of the party are from Castrovel, and those 3 recognized it, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Castrovel.
Correct.
Ding, 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 ding. She's got it.
Woo!
All right, so the Benny for tonight then is if you are within sight, if your character is within sight of another player that rolls a critical, you will have advantage on your next roll.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
that's interesting. Now
I
we
don't
just
want
gotta try to
anybody
roll
to
a
roll a
crit.
critical. No, let's not do that.
Now, for the record, all of you out there yelling at your screens, correct. Advantage does not exist in Starfinder, but this is a special Benny, so it will exist for tonight. Um, and for those of you Starfinder fans who don't play D&D, I don't think you exist, but the advantage means you get to roll 2 dice and pick the best one.
It's
All
the
right,
GM's world. The GM can make up their own rules.
that's right.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay,
It's the
so
GM's world, and we're just living in it.
exactly. So there's the critter. There's the map. Looks like you, but no, we're missing one. Here we go. Boink. All right. Did anybody have any other comments or things they wanted to mention before we get rolling?
No.
I'll
Nope.
turn off the control board. Move him up here. Shrink him a little bit so we can make this one a little bigger for the stream. Get as close
Hi,
and
Same.
Reno.
personal as I can.
There.
There
There
he
he
is.
is. All right.
The man of the hour.
Yay. Oh my god. That
All
was
right. He was given permission by his wife
amazing.
to be late, so he was
Yeah.
helping her
Well,
with something. So
tell Chris thank you.
Okay.
This is like when your parents give you a note to take with you to school to give you to your teacher to show why you were late. That's what this is.
Okay.
this is
That,
a
that's that,
new
that. What is this, the motherboard? Okay.
dice. They changed
It did it again.
one of the dice sets
Okay.
so that I don't know if this is a hint of things to come, but force field used to be. So what they did is you guys have all the elemental basics, and then you have a separate default dice, and the default dice you can change to be any color you want. Um, with the sets that you purchase, there is no option to change the color of the specific dice. They are all the elements or metal,
Right.
um, except for force field now
Come on.
has
What is
a default one, which you can change
Really?
the color. Where's
Hmm.
Fivel? There's Fivel's
Oh, come
face.
on.
Oh, that's cool.
You.
So I'll
I'm
change it
looking
to
at
his
stream.
face. Yeah,
Just show me it
because
again.
it's the color of his face, and
Hold on.
the
Where is it?
text will be. Oh, so you can only change one or the other. That's right. I forget. That's true.
Somewhere?
Also, there it is. Boink, boink. There it is.
Oh.
All right, so there we go. So that'll be his dice for tonight. Try out the new one.
Interesting.
All right, here's the map. All right, and so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Fievel is up next. Did you guys want to explain to Reno what the bonus is?
Bonus.
Oh, yes. The bonus is that if you're within sight of any of your compadres who roll a critical fail,
No,
you then, oh, is it a critical fail? What?
critical hit.
Critical hit. Oh, sorry. A critical hit, then you get a, oh God, what is it? Advantage
Advantage on
For,
your next attack roll.
on your next attack
oh,
roll.
I'm going to sneeze a couple times. So hold on. That's cool. Very cool.
Atomic says Gesundheit.
That's what it is. All right. Well, the good news is he missed
Yes, thank you.
himself,
Thank you.
but he did hit the creature. Um, yeah. Every time somebody says that, I think of a crude joke my father used to say. So brings back memories. Atomic, and he's gonna shoot. I mean, do the
Is
damage.
Fievel supposed to only be targeting himself?
All right. So that brings us to Nosi.
All right. No, she is there. We're still that far away, so she can. Oh, she cast a spell. She cast the creature spell, so that this
Her
should be
summoning
the time
spell.
when.
Yep.
Yes, this should be this turn. Should be the one they're coming out.
All right. So where did you want them?
So as close as I can get to the creature over here. Uh, where is it? There it is. Okay. So let's say one about one about there. That's the scale. Holy shitballs. I mean,
The
oops.
big boy.
And then one about like a rook down, 1, 2, and over. Or what? Yeah, 1, 2, over. Yeah, right there. Yep. That way it's a little staggered. He tries to get through. We get double thing, and hopefully he gets some flanking as if he goes any further. Ha! All right, die.
All right. And so for those of you who aren't familiar with summoning spells in Starfinder, there are certain spells, not just summoning spells, but certain spells that take an entire turn to cast. Um, and so what that means is it takes up the full turn on your turn, and you're still casting until the start of of the following turn. And then at the start of your following turn, the spell takes place. There's a summon creature 4. Um, the spell finalizes or comes to fruition, and the that's why the casting time is one round instead of one action or a bonus action, move action, that type of thing. It's a full round. But she still now knows he has the rest of her turn. If they ever get hit, while they're casting that spell during that round, they lose the spell and lose the spell slot.
Oh, that's rough.
But
Okay,
as you can
so
see, she brought in two very powerful creatures that are now on your team. So
okay, I'm also gonna do is it mind thrust? I forget what the parameters were for the mind, but mind thrust. Pardon me.
all right, I don't know that there are parameters, but let's see. It
Oh,
says
shit! I'm gonna have to be enough space. Okay, so if I move, how far have I gotten in? I am now within 50 feet. Ah, fuck. I have 25 feet plus 5 feet for every second, 2 levels. So
correct.
it's 25 feet, which is 50 feet.
Correct.
And I'm only,
You're
I
50
am
feet.
50 feet. Ha! Awesome. Let's do it. Okay, so I've targeted him. Do I just, what do I do?
So if you open up the magnifying glass or
Yeah,
change your
I'm there.
display to actions, you will see there is a save button that you apply to him and then you hit the
Oh,
damage.
down there. Okay, yep. All right, here we go. Come on, baby. What was that?
You clicked it twice.
Oh,
All right,
so
and
it
then roll
was set.
damage.
Okay, come on, baby. Yeah, nice. Okay, so it did not automatically click it. Okay, never mind. I got it. And that's it, I think. Right? Can't do anything else.
All right, so you moved up, cast a spell. Yep, you are finished. All right, so this
Cool.
thing goes.
Just 40. This is the first. This is the second round. Okay, cool.
All right. Just double checking a couple things real quick. This does. I think there's a mistake here. Let me check and see what's going on with this. I don't remember this being looking like this last week. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what that is. Gotcha. All right. So this thing is going to 10, 20, 30. What is its intelligence? It doesn't. It is not intelligent at all. All right. So it sees these two things show up. And it is going to roar at them. They are the only two in the range. Give me a perception check, Nosy, and
Okay,
um, who is that? Zrael?
tower.
Yeah, Zrael in the tower. Yes.
In the
So,
tower.
yeah, you two are the only
Perception
ones who can
check.
see it. How high up are you, Dendron? See,
Dendron
there we
is
go.
currently 20 feet up.
All right, so there we go. I'll put it. That's on your character sheet now. Go
Are
ahead
you
and give me
flying?
a perception sheet, perception check as well, Dendron.
Are you flying?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Dendron is made up of moths. And
Oh,
moths can
that's right.
fly.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's so cool. Are you impervious to striking with like sword and
No.
stuff? Okay.
My moths can die.
Okay. Do they get replaced, or they you have to wait? Same thing as everybody else. You have to wait till a period of time to rest and blah blah blah. Is that correct?
I mean, like, circle of life, I guess. I don't know, man, dude.
Okay.
I'm still new to this character.
All right, so as you see this thing breathe out, got too many windows open. Click.
What does that mean?
Zerael, you're able to determine that.
What's FATK?
Ooh.
Full attack. That's a -4 to attack.
Yeah, but I get a plus on that too in the box underneath the column.
So I say into my walkie that hey guys, this thing has a range of 30 feet on his breath weapon. So
Yikes!
be
Yeah.
mindful not to get too close.
So it sounds like we need to do a little strategizing. We can yell over our speakers, our equipment.
All right, so that did not work. All right, yeah, this whole thing is coded wrong. Whoever built this monster made a couple mistakes, but I can fix it because I have
You got the power.
requested roles,
Yeah, the
which is
power.
really nice and convenient extension. I need a reflex save, and the DC is that much. And click. A 4 and a 5 on the dice means they're going to fail the reflex save. So as this wave of sound just comes blasting out, and all of you, Zarel, you stumble back. Nosy, you're shaken. Um, even this thing can be heard for 20 miles. That's how insane
Yikes.
this loud this thing is.
That is
Wow.
insanity. How loud that is.
And
Even to hear a mile is hard. Sorry.
here's the nope. All right, so
Maybe they got carried away. There's no way
this
they can
thing is
hear for
just
20
crazy.
miles.
All right, so I'm just gonna do it this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wee.
Yeah. Okay. Just there's no way that could happen.
There we go. So that's how much damage they take.
Not too bad.
That's rough. I see a lot of 4s and 5s there.
Who's taking the damage?
The 2 crest eaters you summoned.
Oh man, I don't have their stats yet. I've never used these yet. I don't think. What you guys think of that thing? It's pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
very cool.
and so it did that, so it can't do anything else this round. It is. Let's just double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, so that is him. Next is Dendron. It's top of
Wow.
round 2.
Okay.
Well,
And
not the top. Sorry, it's halfway through. Where's his sheet?
let me see. How tall did you say that the trees were before? I know I asked 2 weeks ago, but it's been 2 weeks.
The tree, the big leafy tree between you and it does block your view, so you would have a -2. But everything
Okay.
else besides the one leafy tree is about 10 feet.
And how tall is it?
It's
I'm 20.
30 feet.
Okay. So I think
It was
uh
moved since you last shot it. You had a clear shot before, now you don't.
mhm. uh Dendron is going to go ahead and fly, like diagonally up, to get 15 feet higher, so that they are at that point, 35 feet in the air to have
All right,
a
so
clear
if
view.
you hover over your token and hold Alt, you should be able to use your mouse wheel. Are you using a mouse?
No, but I can
Okay, never
still
mind.
change it.
Oh, you can. Okay, good.
There you
Never mind.
go.
So put yourself where you would be.
It is very sensitive. There we go. 35. So they're going to go there to be 35 feet up.
Dude.
And then they're going to go ahead and take a shot at this guy. So let's see if that hits. Oh, and I know that Sven has a, that's not an automatic crit. I don't know what this thing's AC is, though.
Typically, Frantic Grounds does. Let's see. So no. So there's a hit. So just roll the damage, and we'll see if it calculated it correctly or not.
Okay. So it looks like it counted it as a crit.
All right, that's cool. That's fine.
Okay.
So
And then,
um,
oh,
that means that Serena and Fievel. Actually, I'll say because everybody's high enough, you all get advantage on your next roll. You're high enough to where
ooh,
everybody can see you,
oh.
even though you're
And
behind them and they wouldn't be looking at you. I'll give it to you.
and Dendron has shot on the run, so they're going to go ahead and move another 5 feet. And they're going to go there and
Oops.
down 5 feet so that they're kind of hidden by the tree. Let me see. That is the wrong button. One. Nope. And that is their turn.
All right. What would you like this crest eater to do? It is right up in his face.
I have to just fight it, right? I mean, it's just a melee attack type of thing, correct?
It has a venom range attack or a melee bite, correct? So you would bite it, yes.
Okay. But I have the choice between the two. It's not that
If you're Since it's up in melee, yes, you would need to bite it. Otherwise, it will attack you in response.
right. But how far is how far away is the fire thing? It has to be right there too.
The venom spit. Are
Yeah.
you asking the range of the venom spit?
Yeah. Like, can I shoot from
30
a
feet.
distance? Wow. Okay. Okay. I didn't realize that, but I'll go ahead and use a melee on him. Then, yeah, the whichever one is closest there. Do you have
Okay.
a
And do you
chart for
have
me?
the sheet?
On the one person. I don't have it. I have some of them, but not other ones. Let me just double check. Elemental, medium, crest. Oh, I do have a crest eater. Hold on, see what it is. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this is how do you know what level is that? It doesn't say anything. It says large, magical beast. Or would it say its level?
It is CR, so the CR is 4.
Okay. What does that mean?
That's its
So
challenge rating. Its level is 4.
its level is 4. Okay, but I'm casting a level 4 spell, and if I don't use level 4 creature, it's supposed to be a 3
Your mic cut out.
level 3. I might cut out.
Or is it me that's cutting out?
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear
We
you
could hear
now.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
It might be
Did you
me.
hear what I said?
No.
There's a mistake been made here. I should have 3 creatures
This
of
is
level 3, and right now
summon creature 4. When you cast summon creature as 4th level spell, you summon 1 creature from your selection of creatures from the 4th level summoning list. If the chosen creature is from a lower level summoning list, you summon 3 such creatures instead.
right.
So actually you wouldn't get 2, you would just get 1 because this is a 4th level creature.
Well, I asked for level 3. I mean, that was what I asked for at the lower level initially. But it's fine. Just let it go for now. So take the last one that's back, I guess.
Notes. Summon creature list.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Alright, so for whatever reason, these are listed as level 3s. I'm not going to worry about taking the time to figure out
Okay, but
where
if
the mistake is, but that doesn't change the fact that we still have to.
these have to be adjusted. If
Do
I
you
can go with the
have
3,
this
so level 3.
creature's sheet? Is what I'm asking, so you can
I got the
attack with
sheet,
it.
man. Yeah, I had it before, but the Crest Eater, it says CR4, so I don't have the other than that, I don't have one. I have some creature, not a beast. I use a Crest Eater. What does that say? That's a picture. That's a pretty piece. Her pretty dude. NCP poster. Nope. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Nope. I'm gonna say all I have is the is a level 4 one. Which I have to look up the name of it. See what that says. Uh-oh. You have to have the modules. Damn it.
All right, so let me check something here. I don't know what is happening here. Yeah, these are all right. So here's the bite.
Oh, right after 19.
Serena,
Okay, so what are we doing about the creatures? Are we keeping it as one, or am I switching to 3?
there are 3 on the map.
Okay, and they're all level 3.
They're all level 4. We're
Well, that's
leaving it
not
alone for now until I figure
okay.
out
All right.
why they're on the list for 3. We're just keeping it as it is.
Okay, I appreciate that. Then that's nice of you. Okay, so Serena's up now.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. She's going to use her tactical battle bow. I think she's already. So can I do a trick attack when I have a long distance thing?
Yes.
Okay, so she's going to move up then. So I'll move first. Okay, right there. It's 40 feet. You said no to the to trick attack, right?
If he's using the weapon that fits within the category that you can do it with, yes, you can do the trick attack.
I don't know what that means. How would I know that? On the weapon itself?
So under trick attack, it says with a melee weapon with a special operative special property or any small arm.
Okay.
So if your battle bow
This
is a
isn't a,
small arm, then you can do it. Otherwise, you cannot.
I don't think it is. It's available. This is a weapon special category. I'm categorized. Two-handed. Yeah, it's no way. All right, cool. All right, I am lined up. As soon as I move, you have to let me know if you're giving me disadvantage or not.
You
How
have
tall is the creature
so you're going
from?
to go ahead and roll twice to see if. And no, these things. This thing is so big you don't have to worry about creatures
Okay.
in front of it unless they're flying.
Okay. So what was it I was doing?
So roll twice to hit.
Okay. God. Come on, baby.
All right, so you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's nice. Uh, oh well. Decent, pretty decent. And that's it. It's a cutie. The other one's was a she, and the third one's an it.
All right, Israel.
All righty. Get that picture out of the way. I am casting my Mind Thrust. Make
Oh,
sure I
my
have the
thrust.
distance. Yeah, I know. I like this one a lot. Close. Ooh.
And here's the water.
Plus 5 feet for
Nice.
each. 5 feet for 2 levels. How far away am I from this thing?
40 feet.
40 feet plus. So is it 40 feet plus 2, plus 5 for every 2 levels? Is that what that means?
I thought it was 25
Plus
plus
5.
5 for every 2.
Yeah, 25 plus 5 for every 2. Okay, I'm within range.
So
Yay.
you have a 50-foot range.
Alrighty. Then yes, I'm casting it. Alright,
And then damage.
damage.
Nice.
Woo woo! I hope it hollers out in terror or pain. Sorry.
All right, so it sort of shakes its head and as this brain freeze. All
Quite
right, so the
literally.
crest eater's biting.
This is the second one, and I'm using the same. Where did it go? Are you doing it or am I doing it?
Oh, nice.
Yes, you're doing
All right, and that is enough to bring this thing down.
it. What?
You got a critical though. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, I know. Wow. It was all
With
bark
a
and no bite, evidently.
crash, this thing collapses. Well, when you have
Thank you.
a whole team of people just tearing it apart.
I
Pretty
know.
much in D&D and Starfinder, if you have one enemy, um, they don't stand a chance.
Doesn't matter how strong they are, they're going down.
Yeah, but this thing could have been serious. Yeah, how big it is and stuff.
Well, hey, at least
It could
Right.
have
nobody
armor
got
plating.
eaten
It could
this
be
time.
magical. I didn't hear you.
Well, hey, at least nobody got eaten this time.
Right.
That's true. It is true. So I'm telling you, the roar was magical. Can only go so loud, and then it must have been broadcast magically across. Because if it was 20 miles, we would not be alive right now. We would have burst our eardrums, and we would be dead.
Right.
There's no way that that sound can go that far and not kill you.
Well, you're also assuming that the atmosphere is the same as
That's
on
true.
Earth.
Still, I'm just saying that the range it would be devastating. So I'm saying that it must be magical. Could be 300 decibels, but then they just send it out over the land, over the land. Fantastic.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do?
Party. No, just kidding.
How long? How long? How long can my creatures hang out? I guess they can.
1 minute.
Continue. Let us continue on down the pathway.
All right. So the
Denton's
tokens
gonna
are
go ahead
unlocked.
and land.
Ooh, and I gotta mark this thing off before I
Excuse me.
forget.
That's the wrong way. That is not landing. There we go.
And are you able to fly at will, or do you have so many times a day? How does that work?
I just have a 20-foot movement speed while flying,
Okay.
so it is
It's
slower
always
than walking, but
you're flying. For Christ's
Right?
sake.
it's flight.
But it's flying. But it goes to 11.
Right? Carry on my wayward son.
There'll be peace when you are done.
Almost there.
Gonna have difficult terrain trying to land on a that's just kind of laid across the
Yeah.
pathway.
Yes, indeed.
Mosk and Foz, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Got the uh, little jump scare there. Appreciate you. They just landed and are headed toward this control center. Destroy this giant creature. All right. So, Mosk and Foz, let me know which one you want. Do you want black or red?
Zachary. What,
Get
I'm
the
assuming
timer
you.
ready.
Is he going to be on fire or is he going to be masked in the cloak of death like vampire?
Dun dun
So those are the
dun.
choices.
Red or black, yes. Ooh, that's something I should have done around Halloween. I should have picked up like a rainbow cape or.
Coming in from Rob's. Welcome, welcome. Um, and did you want the red or black? All right, so go ahead and keep moving. You guys noticed, as far as you can tell, nothing has changed since you left almost a day ago. It was about 8 or 9 hours. Actually, no, let me see.
I can't get my dice to go back to the normal way.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, so it
Oh,
was the day before. You guys left just after, well, it was early this morning, about midnight, a little after midnight when you guys left, and then it's been almost 24 hours, almost exactly 24 hours since you went away. All right, so we're gonna do a roll. Mantha, if you want to give me a 12-sider, odd will be black.
Okay. It's red.
All right, that was more difficult than it needed to be. We have the red cloak. Thank you, Moskin Foz, for the redemption. All right, so even though you guys aren't moving, I'm going to presume you keep going up to the control center, and
Yeah.
we will do a little bit of theater of the mind as you're. Oops,
Oh,
let me get rid of this.
it's from map, isn't it?
So this is the control center that you're in. Um, for the sake of argument, I'll go ahead and throw you on there. But you're actually going to be working your way to the control center, which is over here. So I'll throw you guys in there. There you go. So as you come back in, you have in tow. I'm trying to close all these 400 windows I have. Here it is. All right, so you have the Kishali control board, which was your
Nice.
what you went to gate 2 to retrieve, and so your goal is to open the gate so that you can destroy the stellar generator, the giant weapon that can destroy planets.
Yay. Let's do that.
Woo.
All right, so this is where it gets a little tricky. I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting the last
Ooh.
opening the
Hey,
gate.
can we just destroy the planet of Eox while we're at it before we destroy the stellar generator?
Well, you guys are nowhere close to um, the main uh,
All right. Well, that sucks. All right.
packed worlds. Packed worlds, what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Mosk and Foz, Starfinder has become. Oops, got a couple extra minutes. I forgot to start the timer. Um, Starfinder has become my favorite role-playing game. I've only been a player 1.5 times, but I've been a DM now for several years, and it's a great. I call it Guardians of the Galaxy with magic. It's a phenomenal system. I like it a lot. All right, so your goal, just as a you all have been chasing this cult of the Devourer. You've destroyed the presence of the cult here in this system. Um, you've defeated their leaders. Defeated They had some ships you were able to fight off. You boarded one of them as well, cleared it out, and then stopped them from opening the gate themselves to taking control of the stellar degenerator. That is your goal, and that. So now, since you have image, um, you want to make sure it doesn't fall into people like that or anybody else, into anybody else's hands again. So let's see. I'm looking for Gate of the 12 Suns. Here we go. Stop. So you all had, as you can see in the close-up, this is the only planet that's habitable. All the other moons surround these 12 stars are just that. They're just moons, rocky craters. All of them, including this one, has a giant hole bored in the center of it. When they're all lined up, facing inward, they channel the forces of the suns behind them using magic and technology, in theory, to open up this gate. Um, you went to
Hmm.
gate 2, which is over here. Grab the control board, and now you're back. You come in. Um, does anybody besides Five will have engineering?
Yes.
Dendron does.
Yep. I think both Nosy and Serena do.
All
One
right.
second.
Dendron, what is your total?
Plus 13.
All right. Um,
Serena's plus 14, and Nosy is plus 14 as well.
all right. So one of the 14s. The other two don't even need to roll. If you're assisting, you need to assist. You need have to get a 10 or higher. Since you
Yeah.
have double digits in your skills, you don't have to roll at all. So
Okay.
you get automatic assist. So Reno, pick
Where's
one of the
that?
two that has 14, do a plus
Yep.
4, and give me a roll.
Plus 4. All right.
When you do assist somebody else, it's a plus 2.
Oops.
Yeah, Zarel doesn't have enough on her engineering. It would be like me not knowing the difference between a screwdriver and a hammer.
Well, isn't that the
I
case?
mean, they've both got handles and like metal bits.
You know,
Sort
I
of
have
longish.
almost, yes, have almost 7 or 8 hammers. I just realized
All
the other
right,
day.
so with
It's a
that
lot of hammers.
35, you are able to follow the directions of the hologram and remove the one that was destroyed and put the new one in and replace it. All right, so there's lots of different things going on, and it's not easily laid out. Um, so if I have to backtrack and then I apologize in advance. So as these now all these different screens and consoles around the room begin popping up, and you see different readings on them, as you see different you see the moons start to come in and start to move.
Ooh, look at how cool that is.
All right, so do you want to take this is going to take several hours to get ready. Do you need to you all should have just had a long rest besides the spells you cast getting in here. um, she can pretty much the the fastest she could do it would be 6 hours, but she can delay it if you want, so that you can get you know, a rest, or normally you wouldn't be able to take another quick short rest, but you guys have been flying, so
You've
I'll
been
say altogether, if you want to delay long enough to get another rest, you can. Otherwise, she can
Um,
make it happen, like I said, in about 4 hours.
okay.
Five
I'm
will
going to
go and repair the
say,
ship, some of the damages from the different gravity wells and things that happened to the hull.
I'm
okay.
just going to
No,
stand guard over this door just in case we have any more uninvited guests.
All right, and
okay.
she asked, do you have any ideas on how you're going to destroy the ship? I mean, not the ship, but the weapon.
I figured we would begin to understand it once we got there. It might become obvious how to do it. Perhaps.
The stellar generator was built as a weapon of war and can withstand a lot of punishment. It will take more firepower than your starship can bring to bear.
Wow.
Hmm.
All right, we got to think of this.
Perhaps
Uh,
if you were to take control of the super weapon and pilot it into one of the suns.
There you go.
Ooh, that sounds like a good idea.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
You'd have to make sure that you can get out of range of whatever happens with that sun, though.
Yeah.
Maybe put it on autopilot to the sun.
Mm.
Unfortunately, there are security measures in place that would prevent those things. They would have to be overridden and in real time. I'm afraid whoever chooses to do this would
All
not
right.
have
Well,
time to get away from it.
looks like it's going to have to be Steve.
Who's Steve?
There's no way that we can get away from it at all.
It can't be done remotely, so somebody has to be there.
Steve does
Who
not
is
have the
Steve?
piloting skill to do so.
He doesn't have the piloting skill to do so. What are you going to do? Kill Fivel off?
Yeah, Fievel has a fast ship. Can we maybe try that? Fast enough?
Well, no, we have to like pilot the stellar degenerate. We have to pilot the weapon into the sun.
There are
Okay.
safeguards that would prevent it. So if anybody was not manually overriding it constantly, then the safeguard would kick in and
Oh,
steer it away
right. It
from
makes
the
sense. Yep, makes
So there's
sense.
no way it could be piloted remotely, even
correct.
if we had access to change something to allow that.
Correct. There is no
Changed?
way for that
As in
to
towing
happen.
change? Towing
No.
chains?
Um, we have
Suppose.
two robots. Neither one of them are pilot capable.
No.
Could you like install a module on the robots? Teach them how to fly?
Well, the only two options then would be Fivel or myself, because both of us are, you know, super duper pilots. I don't know that anybody else has that high of a piloting skill.
Right, but
That's a no here.
also, it's also about your ability to get out of there, right? I mean,
I'm not
It
piloting.
sure
could
they could get
potentially
out.
be a no come back from trip.
Right, that's what I'm. What is my character? That's what I'm saying.
Guess it's time for a new character. Alrighty.
Oh, hold on. I just, oh my God.
Hello, Joker's
I might,
Chosen. Welcome.
Nosy has some encasing spells, so give me a second here. Actions, spells. Okay, so she has, I'm assuming I cannot cast up from where we are. I have to only cast that or down, correct?
So this used to be
Remove.
Steve, is now named George because they had problems with
Oh yes, I forgot.
the name. So that's George. He's a cybernetic golem that they were able to pre-program and override the magical
Ooh,
programming as well.
can't reprogram a piloting program into him?
Hold on,
Oh.
light bubble.
Not one that would be
Okay, what
sophisticated
happened?
enough for what is required.
Okay.
But would there be a way to not remotely control the weapon, but maybe remotely control George?
We should be able to do that.
Seth is not familiar with anything that would work in that
Yeah.
way.
Well,
Why
Mantha
doesn't
has
this
no
work?
knowledge of how this world works, so I'm throwing out ideas, and that's just about all I've got.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know. I think it's rock,
So
paper,
no, she
scissors,
has the light
or
bulb.
the shortest straw for 5-volt and Zerail.
It's kind of a lot to ask you to give up your life for this, though.
It means I get to create a different character.
Oh, okay. She's excited for it then.
If this
I'm like, if
weapon
I'm the
falls
one
into
that
the
has to,
hands, they can be used to destroy an entire sun multiple times over and over. You would be saving countless lives.
yeah, if I have to sacrifice myself to save like millions of others, creating a new character would not be a problem.
The
Yeah, but
last
would
time
your
it was
character
used,
now be
more
willing to
than
do that?
the last time it was used, more than 20 billion souls were lost.
Ooh, dear God.
That was just
That's
once.
what happens when you have weapons of mass destruction. Well, it sounds like
Oh,
we don't have much choice here. It's up to you, Zerail, whether or not you actually want to do this.
wow.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I summon like one of my creatures, the Han,Haan? What aren't they like? Isn't that like an elf that's very smart?
But don't your creatures last for a minute?
Correct. They last for a minute, and they also do not have the piloting skills required.
All right, let's try. I can do mage hand. Can I just like put a hand out there and let steer the
There you go.
ship? Put one handed, little cigarette in the other. Command undead.
All right, so you guys are ready for her to have it
Oh,
done as soon as possible. And
crap.
um,
No, she's not happy about this.
Dendron, I need a 12 and a 8-sider, please. That timer going off means the cloak is finished. Thank you.
Oh,
I appreciate Mosk and Foz. If I'm mispronouncing it, I apologize.
Fuzzy, fuzzy.
I need a perception check from Dendron.
okay.
I've got it. I've got it.
All right,
Maybe.
so with 32, you find yourself in the jungle.
Dang, that means I rolled a 19.
And you see, you sort of look around and you're able to see off to the north. Well, you see the building. Give me a percentile, or actually no, give me a survival check.
Oh,
Thanks to Joker's Chosen in the chat, Dendron gets a teleport. All right, so it takes you about 45 minutes to work your way through this jungle, flying up as you need to, um, but you're able to make your way back in and around. You
On their
guys,
way back through the building, they're going to try to like assess what kind of like security systems the building might have because they didn't really get a chance to on the way in.
are you going to spend an hour doing that? Or are you going to
Not
maintain your control on the ship of the ship?
not to like change the ability over, but more just to get a feel for what it is because they're a security guard and that's kind of what they do. So they're looking for
So
like
this doesn't
cameras
have
or
a whole lot of. There are some cameras here and there, um, and some of the control panels have been rigged as explosives, where depending on they can be set off by the holograms. But for the most part, there's not, and there's no turrets or any kind of um, things like that. Plus, the front doors have
okay.
been blown apart. If you look over at the
Yeah, I see that bit.
west, the cultists did a lot of destruction working their way through this building. But
Gotcha.
the as far as actual like weaponry or things like that, there's very little of it. And there's none of it actually.
Okay.
All right, so but you guys are in the party is in contact with it in the through your communicators and such. So it's not really like you don't know what's going on. You just not sure why you were teleported, but you got
Hi. Huh,
some
that's
sort of
weird.
wild magic fluctuation or something. A little touch of the drift.
Dendron gets the feeling that this is the first time of many.
All right, so let's get back to there we go. All right, so without further ado, she finishes her arrangements, and as she's working, it's a little odd, but she's noticed that even though she's a hologram, there's a look of concern that crosses her face as she's working. As you see the different planets start to align, and the different power readings and fluctuations throughout on the different panels start building and building. Um, she says, "My friends, something is terribly wrong. Thanks to the gate's advanced age, several microprocessors across the controller's moon core facilities are failing." And you see these different code is being rewritten as you're watching. Unfortunately, I've already initiated a subroutine to open the demiplane. My calculations predict that unless something is done in the next few minutes, a catastrophic chain reaction will destabilize the system's 12 cosmic strings and cause each and every one of the suns to be pulled into the center of the system. Well, don't not to insult your intelligence, but such a collision would result in a massive supernova. And worse than that, the stellar degenerator would still be safe within the demiplane. And then you see all almost every single console is just taken up by different simulations of all these different plans and different things that happen. And then each one by one, red, and then another one will come out red, another one come out red, as they keep trying. And then finally, she says, "Yes, uh, I think I have it. If I split my consciousness across the 12 controller moons, then my own programming could provide the necessary corrections for our plan to proceed. But I will not be able to pull myself back together. It will be the end of me permanently." And then as you see the readings continue to build and continue to work out, she nods. Yes, this is the only choice. The rest will be up to you. You must promise to destroy the stellar degenerator no matter what happens.
Got it.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Her form then dissolves into these lines of code, and the consoles around you all begin to start glowing blue. And then you see different monitors showing views of the interior bores of the different controller moons, and you see traces of the same blue lights line the circuitry along the walls and the army of maintenance bots that are there. Then the whole building shakes, and then all the monitors are switch over to perspectives from the planets, from all the different moons and the planetoids around things, and you see that they're all pointing toward the skies. There's slightly different angles of this large, colossal tear that's happening in space as it's slowly starting to grow. There's red planar gate contrast against the inky blackness of space, and it's hard to comprehend just how huge and what the size of this thing has to be. Um, and this it takes place in about 20 minutes.
Well then.
Then you see uh, who somebody's trained in computers can give me a computer check. And
Uh, Dendron will go ahead and do that.
anybody else?
Yes.
No.
Did that work? Did not work. God damn. Un momento, por favor. That worked.
That's engineering. Is your computers the same?
Oh, hold on. For which one? For Serena?
Yes. I need a
No,
computer check.
her computer is higher. So I'm fault.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Is that working? I'm rolling. There we go. Come on, baby.
Oh.
Oh,
All right,
all right. Well, no, she should be better.
same thing that
See,
Denton rolled.
computers. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on.
There we go.
We didn't get very good rolls.
All right, so you're
I
able
did.
to. Nosie's able to. Again, these are in a different language, ancient Kishali, and so it takes you a while to do a little subroutine and stuff to get some of the readings and make sense of it. It looks like from the readings that the opening to the degenerated demiplane is about 500,000 miles and has become stable. And then this massive conical shape looks like it's built from some sort of material you don't really recognize, um, although parts of it are in a rock, encased in rock as if it were built into an asteroid. Starts working its way through and out of this gate. Looking at the
Cool.
consoles, you're able to tell that this looks to be more than 100,000 feet long, guesstimated to have like a mass of more than 50,000 tons. Despite its size, go ahead and give me one more computers check. You guys can either roll separately or one of you can assist the other one. Two of you can assist the other one if you want. Nosy is highest, so if Dendron and Serena just want to help Nosy, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
If
Dendron
they're
will go ahead and help Nosy.
okay.
All right,
So
so
what do I
Nosy
put
get
in?
a +4.
+4. Come on. Did it work? It did not work. There we go. All right. One more time. Hold on. I'm waiting for my stupid ass thing to come up. There we go. Okay, here we go. Computers. Come on, baby.
All right, and so as you're able, as you're going through these things, you explain, give some of the diameters, the diagnostics of it. And you're also able to determine that it gives off a very faint energy signature, although it's not much more than, say, a starship that's in a dock. But it even has some of its own gravity. And this is the stellar generator in front of you. And as you guys are taking it all in, alarms start going off, and different lights and flashes and stuff begin blinking across the central operations room, and you see that the automated defense systems have been activated on the various planets and various moons. And I need another computers check.
We'll go ahead and help Nosy on that.
All right, so no, see the same thing you just did with +4. Actually, it would be +6 because 5 was here. I keep forgetting about 5.
Give me a second. Okay, here we go. No, maybe. Yeah. There we go. Nice.
All right, so you realize that there's a fleet of starships have entered the area of the 12 suns, and
Uh-huh.
you're able to determine that these are. Um, let me go here.
Cultists.
So the ships, as you're able to, as you see, start coming in, dozen, 40, 50, 100, and they keep popping in. So anywhere from small starships to these huge, massive capital ships um, are filling up the space in between. It looks like the entire corpse fleet has been brought here, and these are Eoxian ships.
Oh,
Well, that's not
see,
good.
I was so right. We should have just, I wish we'd have been within sight of that damn planet. I would have just destroyed that sucker. All right.
I. Mm.
Oops, that's really small. You can zoom in. Um, so they're look like these ships are themselves made out of bone. As impossible as that may sound, you guys have fought some of the Eoxian ships before,
Yes.
and images. Here are a couple more.
You gotta admit those look cool though.
Oh yeah.
So these,
Is that one the
go ahead.
is that one the whale or this is there's completely different creatures?
These are ships. They are not. These are uh,
Eoxian ships.
yeah. The Omen
Okay.
Bringer, for example, probably has 1,000 people on it. The Sepulcher is similar to the size of your ship. Can hold probably house up to 20 people or so. The other one that is a Death's Head Necroglider, and that one only has a handful of people on it, 2 or 3 people on a Necroglider. The first one, um, but you see as you're studying and looking out at these various ships, and the fleet that's out there,
Yeah.
there's one that sort of stands out due to its sheer massive size. It's similar to the um, ship in Star Wars, in the newest Star Wars that Kylo Ren had. It's a dreadnought. All right, and I thought I had. Nope, there it is. Okay. So, but as you're taking all this in, looking at all the different, compiling different views and the different information that's coming from all of the different planets, um, you see that the Kishali defenses have been turned on. Um, no, so you're able to determine that your ship was small enough, and the various ships that you encountered, the cultist ships weren't powerful enough and didn't have enough strong enough energy signature to for them to be
Kick in the defense system.
determined as threats. But obviously, this fleet um, is being recognized as such. So you see these huge capital weapons emerge from the surface of the various gates of the controller moons, and now there's laser fire going out, sort of similar to the image on the back of your screens. If you when you close your everything down and can see the back of the screen, you see there's this huge gun battle going on. That's similar to what's happening now. Just pulses of gravity, uh, and as you guys had had to roll really high, plus you had the help of that entity to help you navigate all the different gravity wells around these various planets and moons and everything. Well, the Eoxian fleet doesn't have that assistance, so um, you see them. Some of them are just ripped apart because of the gravity, um, and the they're responding in kind, trying to blast these different defenses around the various moons as this huge battle is taking place. You have different the displays around you again are flashing different warnings. Um, the You see readouts of the various energy signatures here and there, um, and by the way, the you are reminded that the Eoxian ships do not have any kind of life support. They are open to the void of space because undead don't need to breathe. Um,
Uh-huh.
I was wondering about that looking at the uh, ship designs. I'm like, wow, that doesn't look very comfortable.
That's right. So the flagship is at least 6 miles long. More
What?
than likely, he's bigger than any other ship you've ever seen. Um, it's a super colossal ultranaut. Is this the class of ship this thing is?
Gosh. Good thing that's being targeted by the defense systems.
Right?
Don't want to go against that.
Oof.
All right, do any of you have the profession of soldier?
Uh,
No.
Dendron is a soldier.
Well, that's your class. Does
Yeah.
anybody have a background of soldier?
Oh, oh, no.
Okay, I know she's a paranormal investigator. Um, Fievel is an ace pilot. I know Nosy was some sort of doctor, and Serena's a spacefarer. Okay. All right. So, any ideas, any comments, any thoughts on how you guys, what are you thinking? So, let's start with Zarel. What's going through Zarel's mind as you're seeing all this play out?
Well, as I'm seeing it all play out, I realize what you said about their ships are big enough to trigger the defense system. So it would be fairly um, simple in theory to jump into Fivel's ship to get over to this massive degenerator device, this weapon.
All right. Now, what were you thinking of doing when you get to the degenerator?
Driving it into the sun.
Okay.
She's got
Um,
lots of sons to choose from.
Yeah, the closest one,
Nosy,
hopefully.
Serena, any comments, any thoughts going through their heads at this time?
Um, I'm thinking no. Uh, no, she's super smart as far as that's concerned. Just with the information, so which is why she rolled. And you told us all the stuff that she learned according to the roll, correct? So I can't get more out of it by rolling again. Oh my god.
Correct.
Okay.
And Dendron
Can I cast
is
my elemental?
I think Dendron's just kind of floored for a minute because everything just kind of happened really fast. And up until now, they've kind of had this barrier of like watching what was going on, but not being there, you know? And so now that this is happening, like where they are, they're just kind of frozen for a minute. They're just kind of watching the displays.
all right. So Serena, give me a profession. You should have. Let me check your skills. Dendron,
Yeah,
also give me a
profession.
profession. Um, oh,
Guitar.
yeah, you're a choreographer. Is the only profession you have there. Um, all right. So Dendron, you run some simulations real quick using your you have access to the ship's computer through a link as well. And so you set down your data pad and stuff and run some simulations and dadgummit. click. Thank you. Dendron. Boom. You guys are able to determine through the different frequencies and communications that you're able to um, it's not infiltrate, intercept, that the flagship from the Eox, its giant massive thing, is called the Empire Bones.
Okay. What if we didn't have to get to the stellar degenerator first? It
Oh, I
I'm
like what
I'm
you're thinking. I think I know what you're thinking.
I ran the
Oh,
calculations, or we ran the calculations, and we could seize control of their flagship and crash it into
ah,
the stellar degenerator, and it would get rid of both problems at the same time.
but don't we have to activate
Ooh, I
computer
am
stuff
liking
too?
what you're thinking.
I we don't know if there still might not be a safe way out of that, but
Right,
at that point it wouldn't be a race to see who can get there first.
right. Oh, how would we do that?
Uh, infiltrate, seize control.
So this is similar to
So we're all going to go down. We're just
um,
going to kill everybody and start fresh.
things like that you've seen, like in Star Wars and stuff, where you have the Death Star and you have all these other giant, massive ships. They can hold off an entire fleet of enemy ships. However, a single small ship could possibly get there undetected, or at least close
Ah,
enough to
see?
where you could, get to it.
And do you think that they're expecting company? Because they've got such a
No,
big show of force here. I don't think they're really beyond the security systems that have already started up. We're not sure that they'd expect a smaller ship to come up.
right. This is Star Wars all over again. Is it the mud rats or something like that? Swamp rats. Swamp
Yeah,
rats.
the Wombat ship.
Pardon me. We have Fievel's ship. I don't know if it's how tiny it is, but we could use it as a distraction or something to sneak in. I think you probably only fit like three in that thing, right?
It's made for a single fighter. You could probably might be able to jam another person in there, but it's made for a single person,
Right. Yeah.
We will say,
like
though,
an
if
X-wing.
Yeah.
we think that the situation between driving the stellar degenerator into the sun and driving this into the stellar degenerator might still have the same effect. We can't guarantee that whoever's doing it will get out.
All right, so Zarel, you were doing a lot of study and research while you guys were traveling through the drift. Um, so now that you see this thing in person, although you can't really like go out and look up in the sky, you can pull up the different digital displays. Um, you want to share this information. Heck, coming. There we go. Where's Zarel? There you go. You want to share that with everybody? Let me pull the picture back up. And we can't hear you, Roberta, if you're talking.
Ow. Not that you wanted to hear that part. I had to get my reading glasses and get closer to the screen. All right. So, through all my research, here is what I have gathered. Over a dozen miles long, the stellar degenerator is an enormous conical vessel with a series of ridges running along its circumference in a continuous spiral. As you can see, it's poking out of the hole looking like that. Though it appears to have been carved from a single titanic block of stone, various antennae, capital weapons, and control structures jut from its exterior. A dish like device, an energy collector, protrudes from the vessel's tip. Its engines and weapons are dormant, but the stellar degenerator nevertheless emanates a powerful energy signature. Even though it is still on the other side of a planar portal, the superweapon practically hums with destructive potential.
It's likely that they're on the level technologically of being able to do the Dyson sphere and or beyond. I'm thinking so they should be able to harness the power of a sun to power things. If you know what I mean, Chilla Bane. Does that make sense, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. So
Some figure out a solution here.
is that what you guys, how you guys want to proceed then? Let's try to figure out a way to get to the ship, the Empire of Bones, and then go from there.
Can you explain what your plan was as far as uh, the other ship?
So,
Like waiting close enough to get to it, then smash it and let it fall in.
so the original plan was getting the stellar degenerator and driving it into the sun to destroy it. What we could do is take control of the Empire of Bones, their flagship, the massive one, and drive that
Right.
into the stellar degenerator, and that would destroy both of them. So either way, we're destroying
Right. So
the
we
mega
don't have to
weapons.
go into the sun.
Right.
Pardon me. Hold on a minute. I'm coughing. Well, it makes sense then because we're not going anywhere near the sun, which is super dangerous. Anyway, we can figure out something with the other ship and our ship.
Yeah. It's still
But
dangerous. We will note that. It is still dangerous,
I think we can all
but
put on like
less so.
spacesuits and we'll hold on to the outside of Fievel and we'll sail the seas over to that thing, sneak on.
You know, we can't recommend that as the safest option to get close.
I didn't
No,
say it was safe.
even our
Hey,
ship is small enough to be
Yeah.
unnoticed in that with that size of a vessel.
scenario.
Even our ship would be small enough not to be recognizable as it approaches.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that they don't have senses. There are sensors everywhere.
Well, yeah, they're also distracted by the
Fact
security
that they're getting
systems.
fired upon.
Hmm.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So
And
it's still
you
going to
could
be
do
a
similar,
chancy thing.
again, going back to other movies and things, and shows and things, you could change what your ship is broadcasting and to have it match one of the
Hmm.
Eoxian ships. So they wouldn't actually notice it unless they actually visibly see it. The transponder and stuff, that information going to and from it, it would just think it's another Eoxian ship. And there are
Right.
more than 100 of them out there right now.
Yeah, they've got a lot on their minds. Uh, well, it's certainly an option. And we think that there's not much left that we can do from here. We might as well head back to the ship, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Is there anything else that can be done from here?
No, you are correct. I mean, you could sit there
Cool.
and study data and try to get more, gather information, but beyond that, there's really not. There's no. All the weapons are automated, and you can't stop the gate from opening now, even if you wanted to. So yeah,
Hmm.
there's nothing else you can do.
Can we like fantasy Google uh Yaxin ships and that kind of stuff? Really get the good read on what our ship is supposed to look like. Or not look like, but sound like to
All
their
right, so
Form,
systems.
yeah.
anybody who's doing
I'm
that,
sure.
give me a computer's check,
Yeah.
Okay. In the tower.
and that would be with a +3 because you're accessing the computer from the ship on the ship.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
No, it's
So
not in the
everybody
tower.
gets
You
it.
guys can just roll and see what you get.
it's a
The higher you get, the better. The more information you'll be
All
able
right.
to get.
oof.
I'll be back.
Come on. Oh,
Yeah.
is it rolling yet? For fuck's sake. For Christ's sake.
We are
That's a
not
cool
rolling
color,
great
isn't it?
today.
It is
Well,
a nice color.
it's gonna happen.
Hmm.
All right, so
It's
since
gonna happen
everybody's
now. Hold on. It's not
failing
done
at
yet.
life, let me
Computer.
add a 3.
Come on, baby. This man, what the hell? Is it rolling at all?
There we go.
It worked? Oh, there we go.
No,
That was five
Serena
rolls.
still hasn't rolled
Okay,
hers.
all right, hold. Yeah, so okay, that's what I thought. Why is it not hitting the dice? Let's try it this way. Nope, nothing. Fucking. Oops. Oh, it's a 19. It was a 19.
Oof.
All right, so yes, with Fievel's information, you all are able to gather. I mean, it's easy enough to find, the pictures you saw, and maybe even some blueprints here and there, layouts of different Eoxian ships. Um, but with Fievel's information, you're able to determine some of the different codes and some of hack into some of the things. If you are able
Sweet.
to get to a ship, then you think with Fievel's information, you might be able to find, fine tune it. Even without it, you have a much better chance now of faking it until you make it.
Woo! Love
Cool.
Googling things.
Awesome.
All right,
Okay.
so
Nice.
you guys start making your way back
Making
down,
our way downtown, walking fast, faces passing them homebound.
and here we go. So just map again of now that you're heading back towards your ship on the landing pad to the south. As you guys are making your way, um, you're climbing over the dead body of this big creature here. I'm going to go ahead and check all. I'm going to say it's athletics.
We got athletics, that's for sure.
Mm. Yeah. I think Dendron's gonna try to fly over it instead.
Okay.
After rolling a nat 1 on the athletics, yeah.
Right. You have
Fly speed of 20
high
feet.
fly skill, but it's the landing skill that you need to work on.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. And
Most
go ahead and give me
important
a
thing is
roll.
always stopping.
There's a roll in front of you. There you go.
Nice.
Okay. So
Baby blue.
Everyone except Dendron, who's having issues, so he just decides to fly. Serena, 5 you make it first over the top of this thing. Without issue. No, she has a little bit of a struggle. Dendron, you fly, so you're okay.
Oh, we're going back to our ship. I'm like, what the hell?
Mhm.
Weren't we already there? Do I need another roll?
Yes,
Okay.
just for fun. Perception.
For fun.
All right, Serena, Zerael.
Oh,
1, 2,
I
3, 4,
better had
5,
nailed
6, 7,
mine. That's
8,
all I gotta say.
8. You got the second highest. It wasn't as high as the other one. Let me do this. All right, so Serena, Zerael, you, as you clamber down off this thing that's bleeding, and there's lots of insects by this point, small little scavengers and things, some birds of flying away as you come out. You notice something in the bush as shot ring out, and we have initiative.
That's great.
Here we go. Click and wink. Oh, I'm sorry. I still have it saved. Oh, sorry. But you can see your rolls in the combat tracker. All right. So we have a surprise round. You two are not surprised. Everybody else for oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention. It's a little late, but you can be doing it as we talk if you want. Mantha, if you want to level up right this second, you
Oh
can.
yeah.
Otherwise, you can wait until we're done with the fight. Whatever you think is best. Atomic, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out as
Night.
long as you did. Appreciate it. Um, all right, so
Atomic.
surprise rounds work is if you are the ones who are surprised, then you are caught off guard. You are flat-footed, which means you have you cannot take reactions, and you have a -2 to your saving throw. I mean to your AC. All right, so he's shooting at Serena, who is not flat-footed because she did make her save. Serena and
I'm rolling
Zerael.
for
Okay.
initiative. So just roll initiative.
Okay.
No, everybody should have rolled already. Yeah, everybody
Yep.
rolled. Yep. All right, so he's going to go like this. Control. Nope. There we go. All right, so he's pops up. Well, he doesn't pop up, but all of a sudden a shot comes flying out from the bush, from the tree. And as you look over there, throughout the fight, you'll be able to eventually get a clear look at them. It is a corpse folk marine. So from the Eoxian, one of the Eoxian ships.
It's a dead jarhead.
Yep.
That looks kind of like George. A little more bald.
A bit, yeah.
All right, so he has one of these. So a dual acid dart rifle. Acid dart comes shooting out. Nice. It made a little sound as it misses Serena. And his second one. It's also a miss. That's when a little dart bounces off your armor. Doesn't find enough purchase. Alright, and then from this other tree, tink, 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 tink's grenade. Lands, and it has a 10 feet radius. So it is going to be able to get
Most of us.
everybody except Nosy. I need a DC 15 reflex save, please. Do you want me to push it?
Yeah, because I can't see it.
All right.
Oh,
Where is it? Oh,
okay.
it's right there.
So reflex, it is 15, and it is not Nosy. And boom.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, and Dendron actually has a thing they can do. They are going to dive for cover, which moves them 5 feet, and they get to fall prone to reroll a reflex save.
All right. So if you would
Diaper
open up,
cover? What's diaper cover?
not diaper, dive for.
Dive.
Twitch has that
Dive.
too,
Dive.
and he's used it before.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I've used
rolled
it several
worse.
times.
Rolled even worse, but
All right. So if you would find the effects, please open up the effects where the combat tracker is, and then prone is one of them. Drag it to
yes, I will
yourself.
go ahead and do that.
All right. So let's see if this works. Put it on 5. We'll just see what happens. Nothing. Okay. So open up the effects. So you guys are blinded. I need. So succeed, succeed, succeed. Dendron was the only one who failed. Boo. I don't like it. All right. So Dendron, I need a 1d4, please.
Okay.
And while you have
Sorry.
the effects up, if you would add blinded to yourself. It's only 1 round. Okay. And for those of you who don't have it or have whatever, I'm going to share this with you guys. There are the conditions. So you can look up and see what blinded does. It does a bunch of stuff. And then you can also look, I don't know if prone is on here. Yeah, prone is on here as well. So you can see what they do. As that is his turn. Zarel, you can react because you are not surprised.
Awesome. I am. Oh, I'm not moving, but where did it go? Hang on a second. I'm going to put my conditions down here in one of these blocks. Thank you. Alrighty. Where are my spells? There you go. Bum, 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 bum. Where is it? My shooting stars. There we go. Out of nowhere. They're coming out of nowhere. Oh, I need to target them both. Hang on a second.
Oh my stars.
Oh, my Lanta.
No, that's a Becca phrase. Okay, and then I think I get 4 if I don't move. Maybe. I can't remember if it's 4 or 3.
Off the top of my head, I think it's 3. 2 if you move, 3 if you don't.
Yeah,
What map
that's
were you
right.
using?
All right, so I'm going to roll the same damage for them both, and then I will unclick
One that
one
says
and
control center approach.
Okay.
damage.
Then you have one more.
This one additional. Here we go.
Nice.
Stars
Slam
from
it
the galaxy.
through the
Woo woo.
leaves and the trees, and it slams into them. 5 is surprised. And here we go. As Serena gets targeted again. Two shots. Boy. Two misses. Two darts come flying past. 5 scraping along, bouncing off the dirt. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Nope. All right. Dendron. They don't want you to feel left out. You are. You did mark yourself prone, correct?
Yes.
All right, because you actually get a bonus for being prone as this thing tries to shoot you. As you feel some acid burn into you.
Ouch! Max damage? That's fun.
Wow.
Second one misses. All right. 10. This is 50 feet away. So another shot rings out. This time from the other side. As another dart hits Dendron.
Bruh.
Nowhere near as much damage this time. This one is after Serena. 4 on the dice. Hey,
That's
one of
good.
them finally hits.
Yay.
And he rolls a 1 and a 2 for his damage. And because you have
Thanks.
acid and piercing, yep, we only take a few points damage. All right, Nosy is surprised.
So I have to go to the
All right,
reference thing
and
to tell you
another
that.
flash grenade comes out. Tink, 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 tink. This one is actually going to be able to hit all of you because he's close enough to get right in between Fievel and Zerail. So let me make sure he doesn't roll a 1. Nope. Alright, so I need a reflex save DC 15. I will just push it because I've got it right here.
Never mind.
Wink. There you go. Now everybody can see him.
Bruh. Dendron is they are determined to die today.
They are indeed, it looks like.
trying to upshot
Actually,
Sorrel.
Dendron, you are unaffected because you're already blinded. So
Oh,
I
cool.
didn't think about that till just now. So you're already you hear another one go off, but I mean, obviously, what you are, you don't really have. One could argue you don't have eyeballs, but
I have a lot. We have a lot of eyeballs,
so
actually.
but Fivel did fail with a 2 on his dice, and so he is blinded for also 1 round. Okay, blinded by the grenade
Mhm.
as Fivel is going to get some love this time. And that is a hit with a 16 on the dice. He's going to absorb most of that. 15 is also a hit. All right, Serena, you are not surprised.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Um, I have a clear shot on the one on the north.
You have close to a clear shot on all of them. You're going to have a -2 on hitting any of them, but you can see them all.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the one on the bottom then.
Just
One
it's
second.
only dependent upon your range, whatever range you're using for
Right.
your weapon.
Right. And again, so I think I'll go ahead and use the battle bow. All right.
All right.
That's what I'm going to do.
So right now you have 3 of them targeted.
So put up.
None of them are the bottom one.
I thought, okay, I haven't targeted them all. They're targeted now. Oh, I didn't realize it. Oh shit! Oh my god!
There we go. So I
Right,
cleared the
hold on.
targets. So go ahead and target the one you want.
Didn't I clear it
Yeah, they're
the second time?
cleared. So now go ahead and target the one you
Let's
want.
see how far this is. What does it say? It says
All right,
80
perfect.
feet. Okay, I'm good. Perfect. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on, baby. Oh, it's gonna be this. Oh.
6 on the dice. Shoots past it. So you pull back on a
So
bow. All right.
yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Can I move? Come on.
So while you're moving, Dendron, go ahead.
Okay.
So
Well,
it does take your movement to stand up, but you are blind.
yes. Dendron does actually have blind sight for 30 feet. Uh, so are any of the enemies within 30 feet?
There is one, and I will
Cool.
target it for you. There you go.
So they're going to go ahead and pull out their. Sorry, I'm switching tabs. I'm leveling up as we're doing this. Their pistol, and they're going to go ahead and try to take a shot. And do I have do they have cover?
With blind sight, no.
Okay, cool.
Or against blind sight, no. 19 on the dice doesn't matter anyway.
And that's gonna go ahead and do that.
All right, so because you're blind, it did the 50% miss chance,
Oh,
but you can just ignore that. I wondered what was going on there.
okay. Um, and because it rolled a 19 on the die, was that a crit?
It is not a crit, but you do Does it have a crit effect to the weapon?
Yes.
And what is it?
Staggered.
Okay, so let me go ahead and actually, I'll let you do it. Go ahead and find the effects and drop staggered onto him.
Okay. Get that up.
All right, so you said you stood up?
Yeah, they stood up.
Okay, so you are no
Uh,
longer prone.
that.
There we go.
And there's also a thing that they have that is not coded. But when you hit with a cryo weapon, it takes 10 feet of movement off of their total until the next turn, I think. Let me open that up.
All right, so it's not going to move, so for now we won't worry about that.
Cool.
Uh, and all right, so you are also able to shake off the blindness at the end of the turn.
Cool. And so standing up takes how much?
It takes
How much
all of
movement?
your movement.
Okay.
I said you're still blind until the end of your turn. All right, so why did it skip him? That was weird. Okay, all right, so top of round 2, we should have time to do at least one more round. If we can keep it rocking and rolling, we might be able to do 2. As if I can just find that him. Alright, so Serena ran away, so he's going to switch targets.
It's about time.
And give a little loving to Zerael.
No, thank you. Not feeling the love.
Second one is with an 18. A little acid clears the pores. It's good for the skin.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, as now Dendron is no longer prone. As another shot comes flying out. Second one is a critical fumble.
I don't
Shift,
love this.
Alt, critical failure. Nope, that's melee. I need ranged. There we go. Oops, my bad. A random object in the vicinity of your range gains the broken condition. Alright, so I'm just going to make it easy and say his rifle is broken. So I'm going to... Alright, so his rifle is broken. So as a... with a... you see one of the acid darts shatters as it misfires and starts burning through his weapon as he throws it down. Alright, I gotta zoom in and see who this is. 6, where is he? That's 1. Where the heck? Oh, okay. He's far away. So he's no longer going to be shooting at Dendron. He's going to shoot at Serena, who's much closer to him.
No.
Six is a miss, but 19 on the dice. It's a 36 to hit. As she takes a little bit of acid damage. As his friend follows suit. 17 is a hit.
Oof.
Another one. I shouldn't have closed the chart, the table. Loud noises. Your weapon misfires, releasing a deafening sonic blast. The firearm remains otherwise functional, but you must make a fortitude save or be deafened. Alright, for 24 minutes. Alright, so if he fails this, he's definitely going to. So that is a DC 17 fortitude save. 22. Alright, so he's sort of shaking his head. He's used to listening to death metal, so it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Alright, Serena. So there's one 10 feet away from you in the tree, and then the rest of them are scattered out and around. What would you like to do?
Uh, let's see. I guess I'll target the other one. So on target and target. Is there? Do you have any sort of weird reach or no?
That you're aware of, they're shooting rifles and throwing grenades.
Okay, cool. I am going to do move and strike. I mean, what am I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna use bitmap and do the striking. So I'll move up less than 20 feet. Come on, there we go. Nope. Right about there.
Alright, so you move up next to it. You still have your automatic 34. Did you want to use that before it goes away?
Uh, sure. Yes.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. So that you do succeed on your trick attack. So go ahead and add the.
And one of the two of them. Let's try flat-footed, I guess. I mean, it worked. Yes. Okay.
Alright, and then roll
So
your
now I'm rolling.
attack to see if you hit.
Pardon me. Here we go. Come on, baby. Roll. Yes. Ha.
Alright, and then now click the effect to add the sneak attack damage, trick attack damage,
Okay.
and then roll your damage.
There we go. Come on, baby. Nice. Some nice dice there. 45. Partially
Alright,
resisted. Oh well.
so you slam into this thing as you come up on it and jab your sword up through its stomach as it's laying down trying to shoot you guys. Dendron.
Okay. Well, Dendron's probably going to keep going after the same guy. So they're going to go ahead and see if they can get into the brush here and see if that would offer them some cover.
Alright.
And so they're going to go ahead and take a shot at this dude.
Alright, so from where you are, he would have a -2 shooting up into the tree.
Okay. And if this doesn't kill him, there is another thing I want to do. Oof. That just misses. Yeah.
Alright, so give me a percentile.
Oof.
You want lower than 77.
That was not percentile. Sorry.
Sorry, 36 will work. Alright, so you're
I'm
fine.
used to right clicking the D10. I keep forgetting the percentile die is there now.
Yeah, they have their own now. Alright, next.
So they're going to go ahead and honestly, They have shot on the run, so they're going to go a bit deeper into this brush and crouch down for some cover.
Okay. All right, so Five gets to do something now. He's going to. All right, so he's going to go ahead and. He has a couple different things he can do. Let's see, the closest one I think is this guy. Let's see, we can target all enemy units and then look at him and zoom in 45, 40. Yeah, so closest one you guys are already engaged with, but clear targets. This other guy is 45, so he's going to move up, control, 15, 20, 30. He has a special thing, opening volley, range. So if he hits this guy with his range attack, then on the next turn when he does a melee attack against the same guy, he has a +2 to hit. I don't think he has ever used it, but he's going to do it. Alright, as he shoots with his coil rifle. Alright, have a good one, Joker. Thanks for hanging out with us. As he hits this thing, Flywell shoots out with his
Joker.
rifle. Yeah, okay, damage 23. Bam, as he hits this thing. And that is him.
Each one's done individually for his weapon.
Yeah, he rolled 3d6, yes.
Okay.
And so this guy, he's right there. Oh, he's the one that's being attacked and bullied. They're ganging up on him
Uh,
for no reason.
It was the closest one.
Alright, so he's going to drop down out of the tree. I should elevate these guys. Let me do that real quick. Alt click. Alright, so he's going to drop down out of the tree over to here. As he has a LFD pulse gauntlet. And that is a miss. Miss. What does that do? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Alright, so as he swings at you with his fist, you see this electricity pulsing around it. But he does not connect. As this guy is now going to switch from shooting at Serena and is instead going to shoot at Fievel. Come on, dang it. Pew pew. As both darts go flying off, as Fievel is ducking and weaving. Serpentine, serpentine as he's running.
Sweet. Sweet.
I miss my little. I had an old extension, and all it did was put a little crown over whoever's turn it is. A little token, a little crown. But it hasn't been updated and it breaks things. I miss it. Because now I just have to look for the tiny little outline around them. Alright, so Nosi, Sorrel is going to get some love from the other side.
Yeah, whatever.
Fraser. As dart slams into your shoulder. Ooh, and the second one follows. Alright, he threw a grenade last time, so now he's ready to go. Taking a shot. This one misses Zerail. She's had enough of the darts. Alright, Nosy. Zerail's getting pummeled right in front of you by all these darts.
Okay. Where everybody is. That one.
Just moving 5 feet.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out where all the baddies are. Okay, so which one is pummeling? It's the one that's near us.
The one that shot
Nearest.
Zerail is the one is this one
No, 5.
and
Okay.
this one. Those two shot Zerail.
Next. Okay.
This guy shot 5
She's
and that guy shot 5.
going to summon creature. The same thing this time. 3 level 3s. Put one in front of each of those two, and then
So as you
just
start
two, and
casting
then
your spell, we will.
yep, and then one at the middle one straight across. I can't see what it says.
All right, Zerail.
Not working.
All right. Well, back to back times here. But let me mark the last time I used it and then this time that I used it, casting it. Got all 3 of them correct.
You do.
Yes. And damage.
Not bad. 3 little meteor-looking comet things come flying out. Bam, bam, bam.
Bing,
Slam into
bing,
them.
bing.
Are you gonna move? Oh, no, you can't move. Okay.
Nope.
All right, and so that is top of the hour. So we will go ahead and call it for tonight in the middle of this fight, as these
Dun,
Space
dun,
Marines
dun.
have landed and are trying to stop you from saving the universe. I hope you have a little bit of awe at all the craziness that was going on tonight as this giant things and this huge fleet show up. And here you are, 4 people trying to save the world and the universe.
Yeah, the feeling this is going to test our metal. That's for sure.
Right.
So I thank you guys for playing, hanging out with me. Thanks to those in the chat.
Hat.
And for the Sven Zone particles that were used. The teleport came at a good time because it was downtime, not a whole lot going on. So it'll be a different situation if it were to pop up now in the middle of the fight. So, but thank you so much, guys. I'm going to give you guys some experience for the pink critter before you guys leave. Um, but don't forget to like, subscribe, all those things. Next week we do Dawn of Flame. So come back for that. And whatever else you guys do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Guys.